Alright, so this will be the Embark video. Ouroboros is the world I created for this Let's Play. Um, so the first fortress I'm going to try and avoid that evil desert area. And I'm going to actually try and build in a sand desert area that's next to a Necromancer's Tower. I figure that'll be, enough fun to try to get the hang of deserts without getting, too difficult an area that's going to kill me right off the bat. Um, I usually find that sand deserts will have a lot of aquifers, so that'll probably be a bit of a problem. But if there's an adjoining area that's next to it, then that doesn't have an aquifer, then I can make a go of it. I'll just probably build outside the desert and only venture into the desert when I have to, like for the purpose of getting sand and all that. Although I won't build a base, like the fortress inside the desert aquifer area. I'm basically going to look for an untamed wilds area, so that could be a bit more difficult, but we'll see. We'll find a desired location for now, and I'm going to lower this down to free, just because makes things a little bit easier. And we'll up the aquifer to no, and savagery to high. And we'll let this run for a little bit, and then it will be right back. Okay, so I'll let it do a search. We'll look around. Down here, I think was the area. We had a Necromancer's Tower. That that's too far away, I think. Yeah, it's about as close as you can get, and there's like no sign of aquifer untamed wilds there. So, we'll go over here. Nothing there. And we'll just keep following the desert area. Looking for a few Necromancer towers. These could possibly be good. Right over here. This is close enough to the tower. Alright, that's getting a little far away, but this is all, I think, rocky wastes. So that's technically desert. We'll look over here. These are all aquifers, but they're untamed wilds, and it could be, okay-ish if the desert was, yeah, it's still desert. It's just, sort of far off. No sand really, which is kind of annoying. That's mostly plains. That's apparently a tropical ocean, that beach. Big beach, I guess. Yeah, really big beach, I guess. Oceans in themselves aren't bad because they have sand next to them. And with sand next to them, you can get, like, a fairly good area. How about up here? Nope, this is too far away. That isn't though. That's an aquifer, but it's got hills, so that could be interesting. And at least it's close enough, I guess, that it's in the tower's range, and it'll work if I go there. Let's see here. So we'll just look around here. Is this desert? Yes, this is desert. And it doesn't have any aquifers apparently, so I guess this river is mostly aquifer, which is why there's trouble there. And that grassland's perhaps aquifer. Not grassland's aquifer, but this red sand here is fine. I can get a river too. And it's kind of hilly. but for the most part, it looks fine. So I'm just going to expand this a little bit. We'll get the desert area, and then we'll just drop it down with perhaps... I keep getting this wrong. There. Oh, a big desert area. And it's hot, so it's not scorching or anything. And it's got shallow mellows and flex zones. So this is actually going to be a really nice, easy embark, but that's fine, I guess. So let's go with it. Yes, that's fine. There's actually a couple of things to note now. If you remember from my last fortress I made, I actually had made this embark. I've actually changed this embark around a couple ways. Layer quivers, layer, and meat. So I'm actually going to add some meat back in. Groundhog meat. We'll go with ibex meat, sure. And we'll add in leather, ibex leather, and we'll add in the quivers. Ibex leather quivers. And what else was wrong? Leather, meat, lobster. Always the stupid fish, of course. I just want to bit this up a bit more. Alright, people should be knowing a change. I actually changed around my embark a little bit because I dropped the seeds I had, like the rock nut seeds, and I replaced them with, and I dropped the eggs, and I replaced them with more cave lobster and like ibex or meat, and then I also upped the rum and made it all fruity. The reason for doing that was I found I wasn't really using my meat all that much, so why bring it? So now we'll just actually change around a couple of things in this embark. I'm not going to need copper battle axe because, quite frankly, I'm going to be going to an area where there's no trees. So there's no real point to bring an axe cutter. So we're actually going to, let's see here, change around the axeman, and we're going to change him up perhaps to be hammerman instead. Or perhaps even a spearman. I think we'll go with spearman because spearman can like jab at things, and even with weak weapons, they'll still stab through most of the time. Now carpenter, if you recall, I also changed my crossbow so it doesn't have armor users dodge now. My carpenter I plan to get rid of, simply because, quite frankly, it's again no trees, so I won't have a lot of use for him, and we'll replace him with perhaps perhaps we'll replace him with a weaponsmith, because I am going to go to a biome with quite a bit of flux-stone and ore, so it could get a lot of weapons going. And we'll actually now add a bunch of trees. And the purpose of the trees is because there's no wood, I need to, bring my own. And we will make it, not much luck here in the types. We'll bring willow. So we'll bring a bunch of willow. And there we go. I actually want a better number than that, I think. So let's see here. We will maybe remove some of the wood, and instead we will, well, maybe I don't have to do that. I can do this. I don't need that many quivers, I don't think. Wood's more important, so. Typical embark, I'll have a weaponsmith though instead of the carpenter, and everything else will be the same as my last embark with, like, a grower, the soldier, that guy within the carpenter, he's changed. The crossbowman, the mason, the Doctor Trader, and the Stonecrafter. And I'll let you have one last quick look here. It's basically a bunch of medical supplies, as well as Fey Mood supplies, 4 copper picks, lots of seeds, like for plump helmets and pigtail, because it's important for clothing and food and all that, and lots of beer, 90 in total, and meat and fish, 40 in total, and then leather for Fey Moods, and a couple quivers and willow logs, and that'll be the embark. So we'll let go, and that'll be it for this one.